lies down for a bit.
Good afternoon, people. It's Tuesday and it's going up for 5 o'clock. As you may be able to tell, my teeth are a bit odd because I got the whole appointment business around my neck. The appointment on Monday was not for the tooth removal, it was for the impression, and now the dentist has nicked my top set of teeth and sent it off to the dental technicians to have 2 teeth added to it. So I'm without top teeth and I'm tidying up, and I've only been here a couple of hours because nothing's going right this week. I must hasten to add, everything's going alright for me, it's everybody else that's in trouble. I've had a revolutionary thought and thought I can probably knock those back with the belt sander, and I was right. It's working quite well. I'm now going to finish them by hand, but that's going to speed it up. But what I thought I would do is have that promise tidy up. Well, I've had a bit of it and it's going well, and part of rubbish on the floor, and I'm going to finish it tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be here for the greater part of the day, I hope, unless even more shit hits the fan. We had a load of house sale papers arrive back this afternoon, and I had to go to my mum's and sort them all out, which I've more or less done. But it robbed about 4 hours off my day, so there you go. Right, I'll call that it for today, and I'll catch you all tomorrow when we'll be in a tidy workshop with all this lot gone, I hope, and all that lot gone, and we'll be able to walk about again. Right, bye now. Good afternoon, people. It's Wednesday, just gone 3 o'clock. I've had a load of paperwork to do for the house sale this morning, so I didn't get here till about 1 o'clock. So, big tidy up, big spring clean, big sort out. I've even lit a joss stick to make the place smell nice. So we're getting back to how we were before all this junk arrived. And the way I've done it is to put all the junk, well, sort it all out, put it in the back of the truck, and I'm taking it down to the other end of the workshop. I still have this area to tackle, but that will be the next job. So I'm not getting much tractor done, but it's going to be a lot easier when I've finished, because we were just getting to the point where you couldn't move in here. Completely bunged up. I'm just walking to the door to look at these. There must be an exercise on, because we've got a lot of low-flying aircraft today. That was a helicopter, but we missed it. Never mind. As you can see, it's a gorgeous day in Langtop. Little bit of scudding cloud, but the sky's virtually clear and the sun's out. Oh, there goes one. Somewhere or other. Practicing for the Ukraine, I should think. Getting ready for the big conflict. Right, I'm going to crack on with this tidying up. I know it's boring, but it's what I'm doing. And I'll bring you back when there's something more interesting to show you. Bye now. Right folks, just gone 4 o'clock and I've had enough. But, as you can see, we've made great inroads to tidying the workshop. The bench has got a bit cluttered again. Now tomorrow, I have the tooth out at 12 o'clock. So tomorrow I probably won't be here. But Friday, I shall continue with tidying up. I shall take this fluorescent light down here, this dead fluorescent light, which I cannot get tubes for at a reasonable price, and I shall put 2 4-foot LED tubes in it with a joint in the middle. Hang on a minute, I just had a thought. I'll tell you about that on Friday. Right, so I shall carry on carrying on Friday, because that's a dark area. I need more light that area. The rest of the place is okay for now. Some of these have only got one tube in, but as I get round to it, as the tubes pack up, I'm going to put 2 4-foot LED ones in and see how bright they are. Most of them are working, and to be honest, I don't really think there's a huge difference between a fluorescent light and an LED, but we shall find out. But now that electricity is going up, I'm definitely going to go LED. You see, that tube there is out. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I found out that you can buy the 4-foot replacement tubes for about £3.20, £3.30 each, but the 8-foot tubes are 35 quid. So I thought, right, 2 4-foots, 1 8-foot, and the LEDs should be bright enough with just 2 in rather than 2 8-foot fluorescents. Right, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll see you all on Friday. Bye now. Good afternoon, folks. It's Friday. It's another bright but cold day in beautiful sunny Langtoft. Very bright, very cold. And here I am converting fluorescent fittings. So, first thing that I realised was when I checked these out, beware of this, some of these fluorescent LED converters are live and neutral at either end. This one is live at one end and neutral at the other. And it says on the back, it gives you a clear indication on the back. Can you see that there? That's live and neutral. Yes, you can see it there. Right, so I've now converted the red ones to the live at that end and to the live at that end, and I've taken a neutral and put that to 2 end caps, which are going to go through the slots on the through those in the middle of the fitting. And then I'm going to close this up now and put 2 terry clips on to hold the other end of the tubes, and that should be the job done. And thanks to my wonderful foresight, and if you get a chance to do this, do it, because it makes things so much easier. Fluorescent tubes, anything like this, plug in sealing roses. Right, you just unscrew the top, click, and the wires come out. And they're not expensive, they're really not expensive. So I can lift these fluorescents down in a second. You unscrew the lid, you click the connector out, and then you just lift the chains off, and the job's done. So that's that one. I'll put it back together now and see if it works. Right, bye now. And here we go, folks. There's our centre connections, which is the neutral end, and the others just fit into the existing sockets. I fought it all the way. They're a bit of a nightmare with these fittings. The metal's very thin, and the pot rivets I've used to rivet the terry clips on are a bit crap, and they've been, instead of snapping the nail flush with the rivet, it snapped the nail halfway and it was sticking well out of the rivet, and of course I had to take the whole thing apart, and I've put the rivets in from the outside this time and it's worked much better. But there you go, but that's it, that's the conversion. Inside I've taken everything out of the inside and just put the live to one end and the neutral to the other. So we'll get it chucked up onto the ceiling and see if it works. But it's a damn sight lighter now. Okay, bring you back in a minute. And there we go. LED conversion in place. Now, if you look at that, and then you look at that. I'm not sure whether this is giving out more light or it's just a different colour. But certainly, if you look at the way the floor is illuminated there, and then look at the floor here, it looks darker. It might just be dirtier. It's touch and go. It really is close. Right? I don't think I'll be bothering putting another 2 fluorescents in there. I think that's good enough. I do think that is good enough. Very pleasing. Right, we have a full complement of fluorescent lights again, albeit some of them only have 1 tubing. This one only has 1 tubing. That tube that I've taken out of that fitting looks like a good one, in that the filaments are there at either end, the heaters are there at either end, so they're working. So what I might do is try it in another fitting, because this choke appears to be perfectly alright and this one doesn't. If you look at the colour and the browning at the end, that's knackered, it's been overheating. So that's a good choke, that's not a good choke. So it may be that we had the 1 tube on the wrong side, but I'll test that tube before I dump it and we'll see how we go. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute. Bye now. Right folks, it's 4:30 and that's it for this week. So thank you all for watching. Me get very little done, apart from getting the light on and getting the rubbing down started. I've got so much on at the moment, I'm being pulled from pillar to post. And we're having to organise things. This week I've had to organise the EICR, the electrical inspection, and the central heating inspection for Mother's house sale. The boiler inspection was no problem, we've got the guy who serviced it to come and do it, but the electrical inspection, everybody's rushed off their feet with work, nobody could come and do it. And I've actually got the firm I used to work for, the firm I served my apprenticeship with, to come and do it. At short notice. They're coming next Wednesday, so we can crack on then. At that point the sale should be virtually completed. We should be ready for exchange of contracts. So the next thing that happened, of course, will be moving day, which means I've got to clear all the stuff out the garage, and of course we've got to move all the furniture as well, but I've got to clear all the stuff out the garage down to here. Because what it is the remains of a load of electrical stock that my dad had, and various other electrical and mechanical bits and pieces, some of which may be useful but most of which will be going straight to the recycling centre. So there you go. Right, thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing. I've got a couple more subscribers this week. Welcome aboard people. And we'll see you next week, and I hope we're going to have a happier time next week and get more done. Bye now.